This is a presentation of DirecTV, exclusive home of the Red Zone channel, the Fantasy Zone, the Dan Patrick Show, 20 years of NFL Sunday Ticket, the Rich Eisen Show, and America's premier source for sports television.
Hi, I'm Bob Ross. Welcome to the Joy of Painting. Today we're going to paint a FRITZY-scape. Load up the brush here, and we're going to paint a depressed semicircle, a little show booker black, and then paint another semicircle, also depressed. And let's put a little bird right there, just happy. Maybe this bird's not as happy. Maybe this only hears the sadness in the forest. And there's some grass all over it, just wherever you want to put it, just wherever you want to put it. But maybe that's a little dark forest, and maybe there's a creepy path that goes right through it, and only creepy things come out of there. And oh, what do you say? We put a pond right up there and another pond, and what are those things doing up there? Oh, maybe, they're leaking water because they feel victimized all the time. Oh no. Yeah, maybe there's a little patch of grass over there, but not too much, and maybe just a scotia grass right there, and maybe a bird that lives right there, and all that bird does is smell homemade because he's hungry. Okay, that's all the time we have for now. Until next time, God bless, and the box score starts now.
About sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for box score.
Hello and welcome to the box score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles. The Danettes, of course, are in Milford, Connecticut. Crazy weekend in sports, right? Let's get right to it. McLovin, easy question for you. What was the most shocking upset yesterday?
Oh, the Broncos losing the Rams was crazy. I totally didn't see that coming. But then afterwards, I'm like, yeah, of course the Rams beat. Look at that defense. Figured out Peyton Manning. Sorry, Fritzy.
Yeah, that was brutal, and expected a lot better. I certainly expected them to put up more than 7. You start getting used to your team putting up, 20, 30, 40 points a game.
Your ex-team.
My ex-team. I know now it's they. The Broncos, they found a way to only score 7 points against the Rams. And if you're battling to try to get back to the Super Bowl and be one of the top teams in the AFC, that's certainly not the way to get it done.
Well, the Rams taking down the Broncos was a stunner, and it led to another shocking development today.
Fritzy, okay in the back row?
I'm shocked. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. They put no pressure on Sean Hill. They've got no running game. They got a number of guys got injured.
Wait. They used to be we.
Oh, I'm starting to distance myself.
Wow.
Oh, you picked up on that.
Fritzy bails in the Broncos.
Every facet of the game, they looked sluggish, and I haven't seen Peyton play that bad in a long time.
You know what? No Bronco gear the rest of the regular season for you. No Bronco gear.
Yeah, that's rough. I actually didn't realize until the guys called attention to it, and Dan said, "What's with the they?" I'm so used to being, feeling like I'm part of the whole Bronco team and organization, saying we, and it totally slipped my mind that all of a sudden I was starting to distance myself from them and their performance against the Rams yesterday by saying, "Oh, those guys over there, they," and until they start doing better, then all of a sudden it's we. And then Dan made it very clear that anything horse, orange, blue, Bronco related will not be permitted or tolerated throughout the
well, there's a couple things we're now dealing with. Now, we, as part of Dan's team, have to police this. So if you walk in, for instance, with Broncos gear, we have to ask you to change to something else. So I would hope that you have a change of clothes in your locker, because we are going to be hardcore about this.
I am prepared for that, and I'm going to try to avoid all Bronco gear. And if for some reason I try to sneak one
As a matter of fact,
I'll have to have
I think we're just going to
backup plan.
Yeah. Thank you, Seton.
Let's just call it right now while we're at it. I'm going to get rid of these.
Yama can't have that
hold
up
on
there.
to that.
What if Dan also banned olive green shirts?
Yeah, from 1999. The other situation with Fritzy is
olive green.
The we, they thing, it works on the show as well. Like sometimes Fritzy have a day, let's say, as one guest. He goes, we try to get all the newsmakers and top guests that are appropriate for the show. But if he gets Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan on, I was able to get Michael Jordan on. Luckily, I was able to. It says, when it's a great guest day, it's we share it when it's not a good guest.
Sluggish in all facets of the game.
Very interesting what you could do with a pronoun here or there, depending on the outcome or what's going on in the course of a given day.
Fritzy does not like pronouns. Another thing about pronouns that I love with Fritzy is when he sends emails to all of us. Sorry, toddler. I'll say, like, what's the word on Barry Alvarez? Like, trying to get him on, doing best to get him on. He never says, I am trying. He very It's funny because with emails, Fritzy is tight. With regular words, he's long. It's interesting.
I do get a little long-winded. I've been trying to work on both tightening up emails and long-winded, verbose conversation.
This would have been an area you could have just edited out.
Well, maybe we can all share in this. Seton, let me ask you, which upset was bigger? Was it the Rams over the Broncos, or was it Northwestern over Notre Dame?
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Well, Rams beating the Broncos is a pretty big deal. I mean, let's face it, Notre Dame was already done. So the season was over, so you might as well lose to Northwestern. Just put your whole season in a big crap bag. Yeah, I don't know. Good for Northwestern. I noticed Notre Dame fan, though, Paul Papp's wearing a Northwestern shirt today, which was kind of weird. Whatever. I meant to bring that up earlier, but.
Well, when they, Notre Dame. You know,
they like us at Northwestern. We like, but they.
You know, I grew up not far from Northwestern. Like, from academically, I was very far from Northwestern.
You root for the whole state.
I will root for the entire catalog. But yeah, I'm a Notre Dame fan, but I don't use we with the ND either.
Well, you look like the Northwestern coach. Another coach, Art Briles from Baylor, sent you guys in a new helmet from the football team, and this collection is growing by the day. Paulie, what's that back storage room looking like these days? Now that you have the helmet wall of relegation, you're having to lose some.
Well, the back storage room is a complete disaster at all times. Less so now because there was a cleaning going on last week. But now Dan put the word out that we want helmets. And the funny thing was, the helmet is just in a box. It had no padding whatsoever. So you pick it up and it's just banging around like crazy. And it was overnighted. It probably cost about $90 to ship a $200 helmet. But when Briles says get it here, it gets here fast. But the back room, especially now a couple weeks ago, I think we're going to open it up for what do you call it? Ornaments. It's going to be a frat house back there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, pack those ornaments with shirts and socks, something to pat them. Melvin Gordon rushed for 408 yards on Saturday night, and I think the boss was motivated by that helmet that he got, because when we got Melvin on the horn, he just kept on asking for more and more and more.
Melvin, I have a kind of a memorabilia man cave here. I have a sock wall of fame. Could I get your socks from Saturday's game?
Oh, man, you gotta go talk to the equipment managers, man. Gotta talk to them for that.
Okay, could you talk to him on my behalf that I could get your socks from the record-setting game?
Oh, yeah, I got you, man. I'm gonna go talk to Pills. I'm gonna see what he can do for you.
We know Wisconsin pretty well, so I expect something from Melvin's uniform. But I found it interesting when he first said, yeah, we didn't save anything from the uniform. The greatest performance in college football history, and they didn't save the stuff. Now, we are probably the only people in the world that would ask for his socks, but they should know that. The Wisconsin people know they watch the show. So hopefully we'll get something soon. But our wall of obscure Hall of Fame stuff is coming along nicely.
That was another one of those interviews, too, by the way, that now I've become a huge fan of his. So now you follow along way more closely. Like, all right, well, let's see what happens with this kid moving forward, because he was so much fun, even just for a quick 5-6 minute interview. That laugh, man, he had like this great contagious energy of positive dude. He was fun.
And Sports Information's on the case. They said they had come back to us very quickly saying if we can't get the socks for some reason, would we take spats or a shoe? So it does look like something's coming.
How are we going to know they're the right socks, though? Can't they just send any socks?
That's a good question.
So they offered you spats, and when you said yes, you know what spats are. Right?
It's some kind of thing you tie around your ankle there.
Yeah. They save the spats and not the socks.
That's kind of weird, but that's a good point, Nicola. We have to take their word for it.
Yeah, why can't they just send us any random socks? What if it's like an
How do we know people haven't always been sending us random socks?
Yeah, by the way, that's a great question.
There are no certificates of authenticity.
That dude who scored all the points, how do we know what he's up to?
Now, you got to trust. You know, you don't run bogus socks across state
Wisconsin.
lines.
Those people are
not on my watch. Yeah, everyone in Wisconsin.
Come on.
Let's go around the room. What's the greatest single game performance that you have seen in person? Fritzy, start us off.
There was two. I had the privilege to see a Nolan Ryan, Doc Gooden Astros-Mets game at Shea Stadium where Ryan struck out like 15 or 16 batters, and that was a great game. The one that really stands out was, because I almost got in trouble, I was in the Saints press box. I think it was early December of 2000. I was with my wife, and we were watching a Broncos-Saints game in New Orleans, and I was supposed to cheer in the press box, but Mike Anderson, former Broncos Bronco running back had like the game of his life, rushed for like 260 yards or something, and I think he had like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
You got your press credential?
We went to the game together, and it was a great time. And then Mike Anderson just went off, and the Broncos won 38-23, and it was like a huge game for Denver, and had to avoid trying to cheer while we were in the unfriendly confines of New Orleans.
If you're going to do 2, I'm going to do 3, actually. My first is I once in Jewish Youth League saw Brent Moldovsky hit for the cycle. He would have had 2 home runs, but his yarmulke fell off rounding second on 1 hit. Awesome performance. Then I have Randall Cunningham. Anytime he played the Giants was insane. And once I saw Isaiah Thomas score 24 points in the 4th quarter to beat the Sixers in a regular season game.
Nice.
I gotta Google this.
Well, you know, I'm going through a plethora of Steve Balboni highlights with the Yankees. I saw Kevin Moss hit a grand slam once. That was really about as great of the games I've been at. Well, individual like performances. The best game I was ever at, though, I was actually with Paul, and we were in Michigan, big house under the lights, Notre Dame, Michigan. Like 2 last-second, like in 30 seconds, they scored like 4 touchdowns to end the game. It was crazy. That's unbelievable back and forth. That was by far the best game I've ever been at.
That was a hell of a game. Great ending. Best one I ever saw in person, a little obscure. Southern Illinois, where I went, I was covering the football team for the paper. We went up to play Illinois, and Illinois is a good Big Ten team. At the quarter, we were up 14-0, Southern Illinois. Howard Griffith, the running back at the time for Illinois, scored 8 touchdowns and broke a record of Red Grange. Anytime you break a record where the guy's name is Red, it's probably a really good day. He had 8 touchdowns, and I think they beat us 56-21 or something like that.
Oh, when I was in Little League out at Seco Park, we would go over and watch Lisa Tarvestad pitch for the girls, and she pitched 1 game with a cast on her hand. She must have been pitching 100 miles an hour, much like Eddie Feigner with the King in his court. It was amazing. All right, all this talk about the weekend can mean only one thing is next. It's a battle royale. Welcome back to the box score. Melvin Gordon's big night on Saturday night was one of the highlights over an action-packed weekend. So as we like to do every Monday here in the box score, let's grab our weaponry and prepare for this week's edition of
Mark Headline Battle Royale.
Our first headline, Wisconsin's Melvin Gordon sets single-game FBS rushing yardage record. Seton, you have the honors.
Oh, boy. Pellini press. Gordon serves up a big old holy crap sandwich to Bo.
Wow. Oh, Pellini, right?
Pellini, panini, sandwich.
Solid and delicious.
Pretty bright for a night game.
Porn Huskers, Nebraska D look distracted. Gordon finds loophole.
Polly.
Tomlin, son of a beat. Badgers Gordon breaks LT's record.
Crowd's in a mood. McLovin.
What a Melvin. And I mean that in a good way after Wisconsin running back sets NCAA record. What a Melvin.
The second headline, Eli Manning throws 5 picks as Giants fall to the Niners. Fritzy, you're up.
Working Niners to 5. Giants QB should have punched out early.
Well done. Well done.
Well done, Dabney Coleman. Paulie.
We men. Giants look feeble and lost to Niners. We men.
He's a great skater.
Got quiet in here.
McLovin.
Giants fade away, insisting on lobs in the red zone dooms New York football team.
Wordy.
That serious psycho killer face. Eli manhandling. Why don't you Coughlin up another one? Why don't you?
We will turn our heads and cough for the next one. Our third headline. Kevin Harvick wins his first NASCAR Sprint Cup championship. Paulie, your headline, please.
I don't really have one. More of an observation. Have you seen Kevin Harvick's wife? He was already a champion. More of an observation.
They married after a month in Vegas. Good for him. McLovin.
You had to see the show today to get this one, but Kevin Harvick wins Sprint Cup title. Dan Patrick unimpressed.
Seton.
NASCAR Sprint Cup ending more fixed than WWE.
Wow, pejorative. Accusatory.
Saying what needs to be said.
Fritzy.
Harvick. Kevin gets last laugh in winner's circle.
Oh boy, you nailed that one in.
You did that before you started though.
The side of weak sauce. Last headline. Alabama upsets top-ranked Mississippi State. McLovin, take it away.
Less cowbell. That's it. I'm out. I'm out
Puts
like
his
that.
pants on one leg at a time. Seton, your headline.
Mississippi shiver, playoff picture cooling in Tuscaloosa.
A lot of stuff there.
Just cram in as much crap as you can.
Mississippi cooling.
Oh, how the tide turns. Bama has something to say then about tomorrow's rankings.
Paulie, close it out.
Bama bangs. Bulldogs from the top spot. Thank you for the assist.
Oh, yeah. MTV's two-a-days.
Ooh.
This week's winner and keeper of the mock headline championship belt is, you can just keep it right there, two-a-days. No one gets the belt this week.
That's actually fair.
What? Coming up, it's time for everyone's favorite debate. What happened with the phone line?
All right, Omar in Atlanta before we take a break. Yeah.
Got nothing to do with that one.
Omar. Omar, it's Dan Patrick. I think he's in a deeper sleep now. Omar.
We are back here in the box where you just saw when poor Omar from the ATL fell asleep on the boss. See, did you guys ever hear back from Omar, and was he awake?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, if you kept going on that segment, we went to break and came back. Chrissy Teigen sat in, and we had Chrissy wake up Omar saying, Omar, it's Chrissy Teigen. How are you? Whatever, that whole kind of thing. And yeah, that was awesome. What a great call.
That was a great shirt on Dan's part there. Well, today we had another classic caller, and hopefully he wasn't operating heavy machinery. Here's Andy in California.
Andy? Andy?
Some of these teams emerge now, more than halfway through the season. In fact, Reggie will join us coming up. A couple more phone calls here. Best and worst of the weekend. Andy in California. Hi, Andy. Welcome to the program.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Good.
Hello?
Good. Yeah, just turn on your radio.
Hello?
Yeah, Andy. Andy.
Hello?
Oh, no. This isn't good.
Hello?
Andy.
Hello?
Andy.
I'm here. Hello? Hello?
Wow, this is like some crazy time warp right now. You know, I love that. I mean, thank God his radio was up that loud that not only it confused him as to what he was listening to, whether it was the phone or his radio, but that then it was loud enough for even like radio to get it back, to send it to TV, to just have this crazy like Twilight Zone loop of people going, Andy, hello, Andy, hello. Dude was absolutely clueless, and I loved it.
I think he was, when he heard Dan talk, he started talking to the phone, but I think he was still listening to the radio whilst talking into the phone,
So bizarre.
which is going to be a fantastic delay situation, which played out great. If he would have just said, hey, Dan, I'm sorry, then there's not much with that bit. So thank God he has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, but do you think when he watched that segment back, I mean, he was obviously watching or listening to the show, did he enjoy it, or was he bummed about it? Maybe he had a really great point.
He's going to feel pretty ridiculous that he didn't pick up the delay and got all confused like that. I had the instinct, because usually, you know, I get blamed for all the phone problems. You know, I had like a second where I was about to grab the phone, or I thought somehow, some way, I caused some kind of problem with this guy, even though it had nothing to do with a guest, and it was just a caller that was totally confused by the delay that was going out. So that's how I experienced the first couple of seconds of that, seeing if there's something that I screwed up.
Fritzy, is there any advice you can give to callers when they call in so they can avoid a situation like that?
The common thing is they just got to have their radio.
Fritzy? Fritzy? Hello? Fritzy, I I guess we lost him. Okay, coming up, it's an extra large edition of the Football Night in America Challenge, and we're handing out some extra points this week. Next. We are back here in the box score. It was a matchup of two premier quarterbacks last night. We asked you who would have the most completions. Would it be the beautiful Tom Brady or the bearded Andy Luck? Let's see how it all sorted out in this Week 11 edition of
The Dan Football Night in America Challenge.
We're giving away a point for the guy who guessed the correct quarterback and a bonus point for closest to the hole on this.
Wow.
In review, Paulie, McLovin, and I said Luck, while Seton and Fritzy went with Tom Brady, and the quarterback with the most completions was Andrew Luck. So McLovin, Paulie, and I each get a point. McLovin, it looks like your lead is safe for now. Are you feeling good?
Yeah, well, who got the bonus point?
Well, let's find out. As far as the bonus points for closest to the hole, I said Luck would complete 46 passes. Paulie said 26. And McLovin went 27 to one-up him. But Luck completed 23 passes, giving Paulie the closest to the hole bonus point. Paulie, do you like that McLovin tried to one-up you, but it came back to bite him?
Yeah, absolutely. That's karma. And I think I remember saying, McLovin, I'm coming for you last week after taking a few weeks off to let you back into this. And now the hammer has been brought.
I tried to Price is Right you, and it burned me.
I wish I knew what the standings were overall, Brock.
Well, we're not done yet, my friend. You were also waiting with Tom Brady's post-game wardrobe choices. You went with a black coat, and thus he wore a black coat. So another bonus point for you, Paulie. That makes 3 points for this week. I mean, you are absolutely cleaning it up. Nice job, sir.
Thank you, buddy. I mean, Tom, you know the seasons are changing. He's going to bring the colors down a little, get rid of some of the lighter tans, the lighter grays. Like a gentleman, he's going to wear dark grays or brown. So that's just him, me knowing Tom.
I don't remember what my choice was. Do you remember what you picked?
I don't. I thought it said like blue or something.
I think I said a tan overcoat.
Yeah, I said Andrew Luck was going to wear a string tie. He did not. Not that I know of. Our leaderboard after
He did
week
wear a
11.
horrendous beard, and you called that.
McLovin is still at the top, but Paulie, with the charge this week, has moved into a tie for the top spot with 6 points. I'm in third, and Seton and Fritzy are still tied with 2 points. It is anyone's game as we move on. Fritzy, who is on tomorrow?
We'll be joined by Paul Pierce of the Wizards and Patrick Peterson of the Arizona Cardinals as well, fresh off their victory over Megatron and the Detroit Lions.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a great day, and thank you for watching the box score. Set your DVR or tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on Audience Channel 239. Or if you're out and about, catch the podcast available on iTunes or at podcast1.com. Hey, cheers.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer. My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!
This was a presentation of DirecTV, exclusive home of the Red Zone channel, the Fantasy Zone, the Dan Patrick Show, 20 years of NFL Sunday Ticket, the Rich Eisen Show, and America's premier source for sports television.